GroupMap builds itself as a place where you can get tons of awesome feedback on all your good ideas. Well, we're going to have a look today. Let's do it! Hey everyone, Kevin Oxner here, and I'm doing this review as part of the Visual Mapping Review Series 2014. I'm excited about it. I haven't actually looked at GroupMap before this year, so we're going to get in, and I want to give you my initial impressions about what I think as I go through and use this particular platform. If you're wondering who I am, my name is Kevin Oxner again, and I'm the author of the ebook Visual Productivity, and I teach people how to be more effective and how to get more done using visual maps and other visual methods. Alright, let's get in and talk about a few things that I like about GroupMap. I'll close this up and we'll head over here. What I like. Alright, one of the best parts about GroupMap is that it has the ability to make maps public, and when you do that, you can also get feedback. And the way it works is everyone gets a certain number of votes. You can say maybe it's 3, 4, 5 votes, whatever it is, and then you can have people vote, maybe on 5 different ideas. Maybe you can allow them actually as well to put all their votes on one idea if they feel really strongly about it. And then at the end, everyone votes on all the great topics, and then the ones that are good, you hopefully will get filtered up towards the top. Along these lines, what's even better is that people who you ask to give you information, give you feedback, they don't have to be subscribers. They don't have to be paying members of GroupMap. They can just be random people off the street and come in. And that's actually down near the bottom here, links to map directly from homepage. I can go in and I can give you a code, or they call it a password, to get to this map or any map. And you go to the main site, groupmap.com, and it says right here, have a map password, enter it here. Boom. So that way someone can go in there, enter the password, and they can get in to give you feedback on your ideas or whatever else you're working on. So that's something that's I think is really cool. Something else I'm going to mention really quickly is that there are a number of different choices for types of pages. So having the visual map is just one choice you can have. And I'm going to go in there really quick. I'll show you it fast. I don't want to spend too much time on it. Okay, so we're in here at the Create a Map section, and there are plenty of different options. So what we're going to do is these are the different types. Here is what it's going to look like approximately when you make it. And so I'll just flip through a couple of them. You can see there's different ones. There's different project templates. There's a focus group, so you can go through and add a couple of things. Planning, and again, just clicking through a couple. There are a lot of these. A brainstorm. Get through a couple more. Education, again, there's tons, and you can also create your own template as well. So there are plenty of different options. Let's head back to the visual map. Okay, we're back. Now, before we move on to the frustration points, I want to show you one more thing that you may have noticed already, and I'm just going to talk about it quickly. You can see that there are some ideas that we have here, this one here, this one here, and this one here that are dark. There are also 2 other ones. There's one right here and one right here, and they're in a little bit fainter. What's happened is I created this, and someone else has gone in and given me some feedback. They've gone ahead and they've added some ideas to try and help my visual map get even better, to make some suggestions to help me improve. So what I can do is I can go in, and they've got customizable templates. I'm like, yeah, I like that. I can go ahead and I can either approve it or reject it. So let's approve that, and we bring it in. Also, they say, that's cool. You know what? Hey, I'm down with that. Let's plus that. Good. It's in there now. It's actually locked into the map. Before, it wasn't part of the map. Now I've made it a part of the map. I've approved it, and I can also just decline other ideas as well to try and get only the best ideas that I want. So there were a few things that did frustrate me. Now, let's talk about a couple of those things. One is that I'm going to go down to the bottom here. Only free and $49 accounts. So there's nothing in the middle. You either get a free account, and the thing with free accounts, that's great, but there are no private maps if you have a free account. So that is a bit of a downside. And then there's a gap all the way up to $49 accounts. And I just put in here a note. I wouldn't mind seeing something in the $20 range, or I don't know, 10 or 20 or something. That 0 to 50 just seems like it's too big of a gap for, I think, a lot of people who are trying to do something on a monthly basis. It seems like quite a bit to me. The next thing that was frustrating was that I was adding nodes below, because you add them here, you just click on this and you'll add a node. Things are going up and things are auto rearranging themselves, and they weren't in the right order. So I could say here, new node, and all of a sudden, okay, of course that one goes. Oh, there we go, another one. And it just started adding things. I'm like, okay, whoa, what happened? Why did it get added there? And I thought it was just doing things reverse, but then it trying to order things, and it's not quite alphabetical. So I wasn't really following exactly how these new nodes were being created. The other part that was frustrating for me was these little blue things. They seem like they're little move buttons. And I click on this, and I can't move anything. I can't Yeah, it just gives me this thing. I can't reorganize anything once it's locked in on the brainstorming method, which I get. Maybe they're just trying to get you to put everything down, don't rearrange, don't think about it, and just get it out. But for me, that was a bit of a frustration point. Something else is that I can't paste anything into my map. So what I would have to do to enter information that I already have is I would either have to look at something and then retype it, or I'd have to go in and then you'll click on the link and they'll say, okay, I can go in here and I can edit some of this stuff. So it wasn't very easy to add new information to the maps. One of my biggest frustrations was that I got logged in, I entered all my stuff from an account, and then I tried to create my very first map, and then it said, oh, sorry, you can't create a map unless you actually subscribe to our newsletter. Or they make you go in and they make you enter information, and then I was able to deselect subscribing to the newsletter, but I felt a little bit jaded after that, where I'd already logged in, given my details, and then they hit me up for more information before I could actually make a map. And that felt like I put here, that felt really uncool. I didn't like that at all. Okay, so let's have a look at the overall impression, my overall ideas. Now, definitely I do like this, where it's a quick way of getting opinions. I entered my information in, and within, it was a couple of hours, I had someone else coming in and entering information. You can see someone else that already has more information here, and they were trying to be really helpful. So that's really cool that people can go in and just add new information, add suggestions to make your stuff better. Also, I am frustrated by the auto arrange feature, where it doesn't make sense to me how things are being jumbled and moved around. You know, maybe there's method to the madness, but I can't quite figure it out at this point. And the last thing really is that this isn't designed to be a personal productivity tool. This is clearly designed to be able to enter information, get feedback on your ideas, on your designs, and then move forward and go from there. Overall impressions, it's a neat tool. It's not something you're going to be using on a daily basis for your productivity, but if you want to get feedback on ideas that you've got and try and get some public opinion, this is a really cool tool. You can invite people in to check out your map. You can have just random people come in and just start adding information. So there you go, my take on Group Map. If you found this review useful, hey, please go ahead and like it, maybe leave a comment, even subscribe, because I have several other visual mapping tutorials like this, or review videos like this. So if you want to get more of the same, check out my website at you'remakingme.com, or subscribe to my YouTube feed as well. Hey guys, until next time, I am Kevin Oxner, and remember, it's the little things you do each day that make you great.